Heather, thanks so much. Alex was so cute. We love talking to all of those kids who know about Driscoll Children's Hospital in our community and what that hospital does. And I'm sitting here with a very special family that we're going to introduce you to in just a minute. But first, we want to show you Lorenzo's miracle story.
Just out of character, not him at all. He's usually, just a wild little boy.
Lorenzo Guerrero was a normal, healthy 6-year-old who loved to play with his brother Jack. No limitations, no fears.
Well, he don't want to hear it.
With a heavy, deep sigh from Mom, immediately Lorenzo covers his ears. He doesn't like to hear the story of what happened to him.
We went to pick them up from school, and they said he was in the nurse's office with a really bad headache.
The absolute worst headache you can imagine. They had no idea Lorenzo's life was endangered. Lorenzo was experiencing a stroke. His condition deteriorated rapidly.
We went ahead and took him to Driscoll to see what was going on, and a few hours later they were rushing him into surgery.
At first, doctors could not figure out what was going on with her little boy. Dr. Carol D-Line says Lorenzo was lucky to have been taken straight to their facility.
If the parents had delayed in bringing him to the ER, or if the ER had delayed in making the diagnosis, he had a bleed that was so extensive that he may not have been able to survive it.
Doctors believe Lorenzo had an aneurysm that exploded and bled into his brain.
There's no warning, there's no predictor that his pediatrician could have known about beforehand.
Tell me about that one.
I went over the bridge.
You went over the bridge? How cool is that? Was it fun? His neck full of medals he has earned from different relays that he's participated in. There is no doubt Lorenzo is a champion. The stroke left him unable to walk, talk, and hardly able to move.
All right, pop the wheelie.
Through months of physical therapy, PT staff from Driscoll say Lorenzo is a miracle child due to the amazing progress he has made. He has had to completely rebuild his motor, speech, and cognitive skills through extensive therapy, learning to become independent again at doing daily activities.
Thank you so much to Kristin Diaz for that story. And obviously I'm sitting here now with miracle child Lorenzo himself and his family, his older brother Jack and Mom Victoria. Mom, you were tearing up at the end of that story.
Yeah, it's emotional, but try to stay positive and just look at him now.
I mean, and I just love his outfit. He's so ready for the water. He said he's ready for it. He's decked out in the American flag colors. But Lorenzo, I want to actually ask you, how old are you?
7.
7, and it's actually amazing he's able to talk at all. He's been working on his speech. He's been working on walking. He came to Driscoll Children's Hospital less than a year working on this everything, I guess, all the recovery, and you said that it's been tremendous, the progress he's made just within this last year.
Yeah, it's not even hit the 1-year mark, and he's already starting to walk. So we're very excited and thankful for all Driscoll has done for us.
Wow, and so before I talk to the doctors here, I want to give Lorenzo something special. Lorenzo, we have a medal for you for being a miracle child. Can I put it on you? Look at that. You want to look at the camera? You can wave. Very cool. Now, obviously, Driscoll Children's Hospital has played a huge role in his recovery. I want to talk to Shelly Heilman. You're his physical therapist, correct?
Yes.
And you were just telling me there was a huge milestone he conquered about 2 weeks ago.
Yes, actually it was just Thursday. And for the first time, we got him up in a walker, and he walked about 140 feet. He needed help, but he did it, 140 feet from our department to the front door, and it was amazing.
Wow, and I know you get so excited watching his progress as well and being a part of that. What are some of the things you work on with Lorenzo each week that keep him going?
Oh, he loves the bicycle. So when we want some motivation, we get him on the bicycle, and he can ride the bicycle, and he likes to climb the ladder in our department and then slide down, and it's great strength for him, but he gets to have fun.
Yeah, it's kind of like playtime for him.
Exactly.
And what's your favorite part about being able to work with Lorenzo and just his whole family? I'm sure, as you know, Victoria's here, she's tearing up. It's got to be emotional for you too to watch him get better and better each week.
It is. That's one of the exciting things. Is to get to, he works so hard. He needs motivation, but any kid does, right? But when he gets the right motivation, then he has so much fun. And then to see him be a typical kid, doing typical kid things like flying on the slide, it's so exciting.
Very cool.
So exciting.
Thank you so much. And one more person here, somebody very important, Dr. DeLine. Tell me about Lorenzo and your involvement with his recovery.
So after his bleed, and he was in the hospital, not talking, hardly moving, poorly responsive, and it was entirely unknown what would be able to be recovered. And Lorenzo has done so much that we are all thrilled. His recovery has been wonderful, and last week he was promoted to 2nd grade, so he's back in school, and he's being a normal kid and is going to continue to get better and better.
Do you think with his progress with walking with that walker, he will ditch that walker in a little bit?
That's our goal.
Wow. And just tell us a little bit about Lorenzo as a 7-year-old. I mean, he's so excited to get in the water as any 7-year-old would, but you've seen him a lot, and you've seen his progress, but what's that personality like?
Lorenzo is funny, and Lorenzo is easy to motivate, but he requires constant motivation. And Lorenzo, when he was in San Antonio in inpatient rehab, he didn't make much progress, but when he got home to Corpus and his cousins, he started talking, he started moving, and we started progressing. So we're happy that he's here, and he's happy to be here at Schlitterbahn especially.
Yeah, I know. He's all ready to go. Well, thank you so much, Dr. DeLine. All of these people just so involved in his progress, and it is really amazing to see. And we always talk about that somebody who's 30 is young to have a stroke, but to think about somebody who's 5 when he had a stroke is just really incredible. It can obviously be extremely dangerous, and to see him here smiling and just excited to go in the water is really a blessing. So it's so exciting for us to be able to tell these stories. And Lorenzo, you ready to get in the water?
Yeah.
Yes. There you go. So great. Lorenzo and family, we're so excited for his progress. And this is the reason to donate to Driscoll Children's Hospital right here, 7-year-old Lorenzo.